Hey, Max here. We are on day number 20 of this renovation for this castle and expanding it, making it much larger. And as promised, we will be doing a overview of all of the additions that we have completed and a couple of things in the works. The only problem is we're starting to run low on parts. So I'm not sure how much more of this I'm going to get finished. I'm going to reevaluate the inventory and maybe do some parts orders and get some more stuff in. But let's take a look at all of the additions we have so far, and we will start just at the front. Would be the easiest place to start. So let's get to it. Okay, so starting out front, we have our ramp that we changed to just stairs. And we also made the drawbridge kind of have an appearance that it's a little bit longer. It's still solid there, but the drawbridge is a little bit longer. And we made this little landing area here just a little bit bigger. We brought it out and then made it wider. And that way we could get this piece on there. And we just changed some of the arches under here and turned out quite nicely. So that is the front section that we changed out. Okay, so working our way to the left side of the building. This is the original design from Lego, and I wanted to leave that unchanged, which I was successful with it. And it got an addition here on the side with this cottage. So this is the reverse build of this guy. If you opened him up, he would be facing this way, and that's what we added into there. And it was a difficult thing to get through here. I still don't like this, but I can't change this. This is the Lego design. I want to leave that there. So it doesn't make sense to walk through here, and that's okay. It's more important that the kids can get this out and play with it. That's the whole idea. And when you open this up, it makes a wall going this way, which you can walk across. So it's, which one do you want? Do you want the wall, or do you want it open? It's just a matter of opinion, and I like it the way it is. We'll leave it that way. We added in some rocks down here on this side of the build, just as this rocky mountain terrain that we're going with. And that is this section. I wanted to keep this arch in. This is a very weak point in the castle, so it's not conducive to defending, but this is what we came up with, and the kids are going to play with it, and they should be just fine doing it. So that is the left side here. Really, the only thing with this build is it's just flipped. So that's really the only changes that we made on this side, and we will flip back over to the other side before we take a look at these other changes, because we have some additions in here. You can see them down right there in the corner. So let's go back to the other side here. All right, so here we are on the right side of the gatehouse, and this section here is just the back part of the gatehouse opened up. So really no design changes on the front. That is all the same, but I did change the back of it. So let's take a look at that, because it really a lot better. It flows a lot nicer, and we'll pull a couple things apart here just to see the difference in it. Okay, so this section here is opened up on the gatehouse, and the flags and all that were exposed on this build here. So I was like, wait a minute, that's not right. That's the interior showing. So I have to close that off. I got to rebuild it. So I rebuilt this section here, added in some arrow slits there for the windows, and we added in this window up top there, which really cleans up the look a lot better. Much more happier with this design. It was just not accurate with the flags just showing. I didn't do it right. So, but I have it right now, and yeah, well, I'm glad that I did that change because it was really bothering me. So we added in a couple more drops here for throwing rocks down, and let me throw these two together so you can actually see them, and kind of you can see the flow a little bit better. All right, now we can see this continues all the way down here. It did stop there when the flags were exposed. We added this section in, which gives us more areas to drop down some rocks on those bad guys coming in. And the only thing that I have changed on the original Lego set was opening this wall up here so they could just walk back and forth. And I really tried to keep all of these tops here together, but when you move this one, this is the only one that's hanging over. So that's the only place I had to do that. I removed some of the other ones. I made it work, and Just had to do it there. So we are missing 1x4 here. I've run out of parts, so finally have ran out of these, and we'll get some more. But very close to having all this done, and I think that's the only part. So we're doing good on that so far, and I like all the changes that we made here. Let me see if I can open this up. We can take a look inside. So this is what it originally looked like. These flags were here. This was open, and it wasn't right. So we now have that closed off. This goes that way and clips onto there. We did delete the steps that were going up here, and you can still have, there's still access to all this. We have our ladder inside of our gatehouse. We can get up, get over here. We can get down into here, and just different ways of doing it. So we just deleted those steps. I wanted more space up here to put troops on. I like that a little bit better. So that is this section. Let's get all this back together, and we'll take a look at some of our final changes that we've made to this. All right, coming off of our reverse cottage build, we have the wine cellar here on the end, and that is trying to make us go that way with our build. So very happy how that one turned out. It took some finagling, but we got it. I kind of built into a mountain here, and with this rocky, I'm going with more of a base at the mountain. We just got some rocky areas. That's my thought. One thing that I keep wanting to change, which I haven't done yet, is going to be this doorway here. I want to get an archway in it. So I'll change that eventually once I get some more parts. So like this door here doesn't have an archway. So I was thinking, well, if I do that there, it's kind of the same thing, but it just doesn't flow the way that I want it to. So I'll change that out. But this is the wine cellar section. So we'll swing around and take a look at the back part of the church. Okay, so over here in this section, we have our chapel church area down here in the bottom. We've got our docks going up. We made some good changes to this dock area, made it a little bit bigger, along with making the steps a little bit wider. Happy with how that turned out. Took a lot of re-engineering, but we got it. Added in our old school crane. I want to add one more old school thing here. I don't know what yet. Hopefully it'll strike me at the time. And we got some good towers, some good different layers of walls going up here. I like it. So that's what I was going for on that section. So let's swing around and take a look at the other side of the church. All right, here on this side, we have our chapel church area, and it is, man, this might be one of my favorite parts so far. I really like this tall wall section here with the flags going on, the flowers, just everything. So I'm really liking this section. I needed to add in some steps to get up in here. So what I'm going to do is this here should be starting to keep once we get over here. So I'm going to have a doorway with some steps going up to come into the keep and into this top. I don't know. This top is going to be, I don't know if I want to extend the barracks or do something else with it. I might make it like a kitchen prep area. We'll see. Lots of ideas. Lots of things going on. So we're really happy with this section, how it turned out. So that is all of our main updates. Our last couple ones here, we are started on our horse stable. I've got 3 horses in here now. I might change it to 2. We'll see all the different layouts that we get. I don't know. That's just what I've got for now. But I like 3. We might get 3 in there. So I've got that going on, and then over here on this side, we took out our waterway a little bit further. So that's going this way. So I made this like they cut into the rocks and took the water that way. So I kind of like that. This is going to be the gatehouse for where the horses can come in because they can't come in the front, obviously. So that is what this empty space here is planned to be. And we're already kind of ready with our walkway here coming into it. We'll expand that, but we'll definitely need more parts for that particular section. So that is everything we've updated so far. Let's take a quick fly over this guy. All right, this is everything compacted together. We're going to try to open all these up, each section, to see how much space it takes up. This is what the kids really like doing. So let's open this whole guy up and see what he looks like. There we have it. Every section of the castle opened up. We've got the garrison down. We've got the church opened up, and just really takes up a lot of space. I like it. We might be able to get. We haven't really played with this along the edge of the table, but this looks like it might be better to go along the edge and do some battles that way. Which we've had some great battles, and let's see if we can go all the way around here without me tripping over some cords. I think we can do it. Looks great. Really like how all this turned out, and man, just a lot of fun building this guy. This is a fantastic set. LEGO really did a lot of great designs in this to keep you really building, and really happy with how everything turned out. So that is day number 20, wrapping it up for our castle expansion. Looking into our next phases, getting our stables done, and a gatehouse, and our keep eventually. I think those are the next couple of plans we got going on. So those are day number 20. See you guys later.